Howdy doodle, everybody. How's it going? Happy Monday. Hopefully your day was good. Mine went by fast. So far so good to the week. A little bit of a rough day for other stuff, but we all got through it. Mondays are hit or miss, I feel like, for most people. Anyway, I got new sunglasses and I forgot to peel the sticker off. It's gonna annoy me. Anyway, this mindful message, did I get it? Oh my fucking god. Got it. I was like, what's this in my eye view? Oh yeah. What was the other side like? So anytime I open up about when I passed away, now it was very brief. It was a quick trip for me. I call it, I say I got my girls. If you ever saw the movie, I was not allergic to bees when I was a kid, and in college I got stung right here above my heart. It got stuck in my hoodie. I think it bit and stung me, and I didn't know what was happening to me because I wasn't allergic to bees, and I was not aware that one day you could just become allergic to bees. And so by the time I called help, it was too late to get the EpiPen, and I passed away very, very briefly in Pennsylvania. It was less than 2 minutes, but I still had to, I think it was like 1:57, something crazy like that, so I had to do like a brain scan, because after 2 minutes of being dead, you're brain dead officially. I don't really like to talk too much about my experience on a personal level, but I do feel like sharing where I went. Do I know if this is heaven? No. It could have just been some dimension somewhere, because I learned a lot. And, you know, I also don't talk a lot about it because you get a lot of looks from people. It's very hard to describe what it's like to die. I remember I was conscious. I remember not being able to breathe. I was 100% with it until the moment I died. My lungs were on fire. I suffocated to death, basically. My throat closed and I couldn't get air. That's how I died. Suffocation. It would be the same as if somebody was breathing in car exhaust or smoke inhalation from a fire and or drowning. Because I feel like lungs burning is pretty accurate for drowning as well. It was not a nice way to go. I was terrified, but peaceful at the same time. I want to focus more on what happened to me, and I kept a journal. I have since then burned that journal. I just didn't want it around where anybody could get their hands on it, but I did in my handy dandy notebook sit and think about all the things that I remember. Of course, it was a long time ago. I'm 40 in a month, and this happened in my early 20s, so it's a bit spotty. But I really did sit and really think of what is a memory and what have I gotten from other mediumship stuff. This experience helped me accept that I was a psychic medium at all, because I had a paranormal experience as I was dying. One of the paramedics passed away a couple years before this happened to me, and I vividly saw him and accurately described him to the T, even knew his name. But I'm not from Pennsylvania. I was just there for college, so there was no way I would have known about this person. And I went to the fire station to thank him, because he was the one talking to me as I died and telling me it was just going to be temporary, and I didn't understand anything as it was happening. Like, who says this stuff? But it was a ghost the whole time, and I had always seen ghosts. I just sometimes see them very vividly. As a child, I wasn't sure who was dead and who was alive. It caused a lot of problems for me, but I ran from it, I hid from it because I grew up in a religious family, and any of that is like blasphemy and like devil-like shit to even talk about psychic mediums, so I was very confused. Anyway, so they broke my psychic cherry and I fully accepted that I could see spirits going into that fire station and seeing his plaque on the wall and remembering he was holding my hand and talking to me the whole time. It felt very real. His skin was warm, like it wasn't like cold or stiff, or it's not like my hand went through him. He was very, very vivid, and that's what I'm getting into. I don't think I think there's different levels when you die. When you are not coming back, you go to a completely different than temporary visits or mediums do. Mediums can play in different realms, and this is what I'm getting at. It was very much like, you know those doors that you walk in and you push and it circles? It's like I just kept walking into different dimensions. It's not like they're stacked on top of each other. It was as if the room slid. It was like the bottom of a stage moving and a whole new set coming. But it didn't happen in any particular pattern. It was like when we were ready to move on, because a lot like I'm doing now. When I died, I was walking. I was just walking a wooded trail with what I'm assuming is Anubis. Everything was very vivid and bright, but not like white light blinding. It was just like a really overly sunny day, but it didn't hurt your eyes. You didn't squint. There was no like physical reaction to the brightness. It just was. There was like an aura off of everything. Like trees had an aura. The ground had an aura. When you stepped, it was like a vapor that came off. Like every step you took, it was like you're in space. If you tried to walk on the moon soil and it lifted up a little, and it was very weird because there was animals and creatures and people in no particular order. They just were there. I don't know why some people came and some people didn't. People that I've never met before, who lived centuries before me, that has related to me, people not related to me at all. Some people that I recognized from learning. It's just like when I needed to know or speak or learn something, they were just there. So I'm not really sure how everything moves around. I can't really explain that, but it was just a constant shift of who you were talking to and what you were talking about. And it ranged. I feel like I had 50 conversations with 50 different people, but I only vividly remember a couple conversations and with whom I was speaking. But people are a lot different when you talk. Like me and you, there's that aura, and it's like nobody's able or capable of lying or anything. There's no emotions. There's no thoughts in the way. It's like you can speak without even speaking. It was very, it's like you're all connected to one system, one mind. It's like you know what the other person's thinking, and they know what you are thinking, and communications on all levels is possible. And I was far more intelligent. Like I knew different languages, almost all languages. I thought that was weird. Smells tasted like things. Like, that doesn't happen in this realm. It was just very different. It was a very different place. But I just remember feeling so euphoric and good. Like there was no emotions anymore. There's no fear. There's no resentment. I wasn't scared. I wasn't like, oh my God, I died. My life is over. I just felt an instant peace and connection to the place, like I had always belonged. And I really almost forgot about my human life for a minute. Like, I just feel like that was because perhaps I wasn't staying for long. I think you go through a whole different thing when you're dying permanently. I think they 100% know when you are coming back to come back. But I also saw and understood a lot of my past lives. It's like everything was already downloaded in my brain I could fit so much more knowledge, and I just knew everything. Like, there was no need to read books. Like I said, a universal thought, a universal intelligence. That's all I feel like sharing. I hope you liked it.